Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. I'm actually having a pretty good one. You can see the background, my new place. It's rough and ready. I kind of was covering windows so the hot sun, you know how that is. Getting used to the heat. It's taken me several days, I'll be honest. The first couple days were a little rough, but I'm getting there. And it's not like the 75 degrees. It's between 70 and 75 most mornings. I'm actually good all the way till we hit about 80. 85. That's when I start going, okay, let's get in someplace cooler because I'm having a hard time. But I'm not the only one. They all do that down here. And this is like the hottest time of year. So I figured if I can make it through the summer, I can deal the rest of the year here. A few surprises. I thought with it being kind of like desert-like area, I thought this would be all flat land. No, it is not. I'm actually in the hills of the Rocky Mountains, or the Sierra Mountains, not Rocky Mountains, Sierra Mountains. I'm actually up in the mountains itself a little bit, so I was like, oh, okay. The roads are like, ooh, reminds me of Seattle. When I got here, I was so tired, and into the drive, it made me a nervous wreck. We all know how that is. I drove for 3 days straight, stopping the first night. I couldn't even get to the motel I wanted to because the thunderstorms in Kansas were so bad. They were having lightning storms, and I started to record it and my phone died, so I couldn't record it anymore. But it was like I could see lightning every 10 seconds, so I stopped and ended up staying at that rest stop, which I posted a picture on my Instagram, where the bathroom stalls came to here. I stayed there the night. It wasn't too bad. I was able to block myself in, and it wasn't too humid or hot. It was actually a pretty decent night to be crashing like that. Parents weren't too happy, but you know, you gotta do what we gotta do. I drove for 8 hours the first day. The second day I put in almost 11 hours before I stopped at a place I knew that would allow me to have my ferrets. It was $40 a night, so I stayed one night. I could have stayed till noon the next day, but when I looked at the weather report, we had another nasty set of storms coming in around 11 o'clock, and I wanted to be long gone when they came in, so I got up at 7 after sleeping, because I stopped early though, 8 o'clock. 8:30, because I'd started 8 o'clock that morning. But yeah, it was a long drive. I don't want to be doing that drive by myself anytime soon. If I ever need to make a long trip like that, it's by airplane. I'm not driving like that, because man, that is just hard on your body. My legs still are giving me problems after being here for a couple days now. The last day after waking up, I just booked it through Kansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and into Arizona. I got here about 8 o'clock that night. Another long day of driving. I did stop every couple hours to try to stretch my legs, because I knew, even with cruise control, your legs after a while staying in that position, they just start to bug you. But it's better than if I didn't have cruise. I would have killed myself trying to do it without cruise. Let me think. Anything else? I'm having to get used to the altitude change. It is a little higher here than where I used to live. But other than that, not bad. I mean, the permit isn't what I was expecting. There's some discrepancies between the pictures and what I ended up with. I have to go deal with that today because the holiday, they were closed, and I rolled in on the 1st. So the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are closed. Today's the 5th. And I can actually go in. I'll probably put this up on the 6th or the 7th. I know I just put my last one that I pre-recorded at my previous address. I went through a realtor. They had some good quotes and some good comments. I didn't see anything bad. Now, I'll say this. The realtor kept saying, I would prefer you walk through it before you rent it, but it's like I don't have that option. Hindsight, I probably should have had her do a video walkthrough on me at this point, because, you know, I signed the lease. I am going to have to negotiate for a few things, so we're going to need another air conditioner in here. Middle of the day, the place gets about... In this back room, it gets up to 82, 83. The front rooms, which I blocked every window imaginable, it actually stays around 76, 75. So I can actually deal with that. But if we could get this back room cooled off too, it'd be great. I mean, I have this one little guy, but I don't think it's big enough for this space. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. I think that's for like a 200 square foot, and this room is more 200 square foot. So it's a good sized room, and the living room and kitchen are good sized open concept. You can kind of see my hallway right there. And you can see my mess with the move. I still got everything everywhere because I haven't even got much of furniture. I got me a bed, to sleep on for the moment, and I got side table. I haven't even set my TV up. I've been just reading and trying to get used to the heat and relaxing. You know how that is, right? After that drive, I was so worn out. I slept for, made sure my favorites had food and water. I slept for 12, got up for about 2, laid back down for another 18. I am making sure my favorites are fed and watered, but you know, it's like, oh my god. Wow, right? So, it was a lot. It really was a lot. I took a shower and set off the alarm, the fire alarm. I think the steam from the shower and the fan above is really slow. I had found I had to crank the window open. All these glitches with this place. I only signed a 6-month lease, so in 6 months I might be moving to someplace different if some things don't get worked out here. But we'll see. But overall, I'm actually happy to be here. I'm where I need to be. My joints barely hurt. I have to be honest, my arms and stuff don't hurt that much at all. Knees and ankles aren't too bad either, but I haven't worked yet, so that's when they really scream. But I usually have pain even on my days off, so I'm not having most of that pain. So once it warmed up, I was pretty good, but in Wisconsin we were going cool, warm, and on the cool days I was still feeling pain, so I'm doing pretty good. But I figured I'd do a quick little life update. I kind of did my makeup a little light look, keeping the lips natural because I'm trying to keep SPF on. I will burn if I'm not careful. I do know this. So I have SPF 30 on. I might get a stronger one down the road, but for now 30 will hold me. I have 2 containers of that I need to use up first. So, well, I just want to make this short and sweet and say I made it safely. I'm here, figuring things out. The one thing I've learned in life is you just gotta make do with what you got, and you keep on moving. You know, maybe this will be temporary. Maybe I'll like it enough here where I work, I'll buy a place, or maybe I'll move and rent someplace else. Who knows? It is what it is, right? You all take care. Until next time, remember, you do you. Bye.